Hello and welcome. So, if you're one of the millions of people who relied on the budgeting app Mint, you're probably searching for a new financial co-pilot right about now. Well, guess what? You have come to the right place. In this explainer, we're going to dive deep into the best alternatives out there to help you find that perfect replacement. For years, Mint was just the go-to. It was the app for tracking your spending, setting budgets, and just getting a clear picture of your financial health. And now, poof, it's gone. And that's left a huge hole for so many users who built their entire financial routine around it. So the big question is, where do we go from here? Mint had a fantastic run. It launched way back in 2007, got snapped up by Intuit pretty quickly in 2009, and for more than a decade, it really set the gold standard for personal finance apps. But as of 2024, Intuit has pulled the plug, forcing everyone to find a new home for their finances. To help with that search, we're going to break down the top options, all based on some really extensive testing by finance expert Rob Burke. All right, so after sifting through dozens and dozens of apps, two clear frontrunners really floated to the top. These are the ones that don't just replace what Mint did, but they also bring their own really cool strengths to the table. Let's kick things off with a look at the two big ones, Quick and Simplify and Monarch Money. Okay, looking at them side by side, you can immediately see why they're in the top contenders, right? Quick and Simplify has a great App Store rating and comes in with a really attractive introductory price. That makes it a fantastic value. On the other hand, Monarch Money has a near-perfect rating, which tells you that its users absolutely love its powerful features and user interface, though it does get a bit pricier after the free trial. So you're already looking at a choice between great value and a premium design. Let's dive a little deeper into Quick and Simplify. The best way to think about this one is as the dependable, affordable all-rounder. It does everything you'd expect, right? It automatically creates a spending plan, it tracks all your accounts from banking to investments, and it even sniffs out those sneaky, recurring subscriptions we all forget about. But here's a really cool feature. It actually lets you move money between your accounts right from the app itself, which you don't see everywhere. It's just a fantastic balance of features and costs. Now, this next app, its origin story is really, really interesting. This quote says it all, doesn't it? The actual DNA of Mint is literally baked into Monarch Money. The guy who helped build the original Mint went on to create what a lot of people are calling its spiritual successor. Now, that is a powerful endorsement. And you can totally see that legacy. Monarch Money is often called the power user's choice. Its interface isn't just useful, it's genuinely beautiful. It introduces smart ideas like flex budgets for those expenses that change month to month. It offers some seriously deep investment tracking. And get this, it even has an AI assistant you can just ask questions about your spending habits. Plus, little things like a receipt scanner and separate logins for couples just make it feel like a truly premium, all-encompassing tool. But hey, what if you're not really looking for a one-size-fits-all kind of solution? What if you have a very specific thing you want to focus on? Let's jump into our next section and see what's out there for the specialists. Whether you're a hardcore investor, a spreadsheet guru, or an AI enthusiast. Okay, if your number one goal is watching your investments and your net worth grow, then Empower is going to be your best friend. It has some incredibly powerful tools for analyzing your portfolio, digging into fees, and planning for retirement. And the best part? It's completely free. That makes it arguably the best free replacement for Mint, especially for those of you with an eye on the market. Now, for those of you who just live and breathe spreadsheets, you know who you are, Tiller Money is an absolute game changer. Instead of locking you into its own app interface, Tiller securely pumps all your transaction data directly into a Google Sheet or an Excel file. This gives you the ultimate power and flexibility to build your own dashboards, charts, and budgets, exactly the way you want them. And if you're really excited about where finance is headed, you have got to check out Origin. This app goes way beyond just simple budgeting. It uses artificial intelligence to act more like a holistic financial planner, helping you with everything from investing to taxes and even estate planning. But let's actually see what that AI looks like in action. Okay, this is so cool. This shows you the real power of Origin. Let's say you want to build an emergency fund. It doesn't just give you a blank box to fill in, it literally walks you through a conversation. It analyzes your spending, calculates a target for you, asks what you've already put aside, and then it maps out a visual plan showing you exactly how long it's going to take to hit your goal. It turns this huge, daunting task into a simple, guided process. Finally, what about all that data? All that history you built up in Mint? For a lot of people, losing years of financial data is the biggest pain point of this whole transition. Well, that's where Countabout comes in. Its killer feature is simple but absolutely crucial. It's one of the few apps that's designed specifically to import your entire transaction history from Mint, so you don't have to start over from square one. Phew, okay. We've looked at a lot of different options. So to pull it all together, let's just take a look at a summary chart that really lays out the best use case for each of these contenders. This chart really simplifies it, doesn't it? If free investment tracking is what you need, Empower is the obvious choice. For the best all-around mobile budgeting experience, you're probably looking at Quick and Simplify. If you're that person who lives in spreadsheets, Tiller was made for you. Managing money with a partner, Monarch really excels there. And if you want a tool that does, well, everything for complete financial management, you've got Origin. Each one has its own special thing it does best. So, as we start to wrap this up, please remember this. There is no single best alternative to Mint. The whole point of this was not to crown one winner, but to give you all the info you need to choose the best copilot for your own unique financial journey. It's all about matching the tool to your needs and your personal style. So the last question is really for you. After seeing the top contenders, the specialists, and how they all stack up against each other, which app feels right? Which one are you going to trust to help you navigate your finances and really smash your goals? The choice is all yours.